Hey guys, Personal Defense here doing a review of the Smith & Wesson Military and Police Compact Pistol chambered in the .40 caliber. Here's the case that it comes in. It's a nice hard plastic case. It is FAA legal to travel with. You put a lock there and you can check it in an airplane. So here we're going to open it up and I'll show you what it comes with. Okay, so before we go any further, let's safety check this pistol and reject the magazine. You can see there's nothing in that one, nothing in that one, nothing down the nothing in the chamber, nothing down there. So we're good to go. Now, since we have the magazines out, let's talk about those. It comes with these two magazines. Both hold 10 rounds. One has a little pinky extension here, and the other one does not. And I actually prefer this pinky extension one because the pistol is a compact. You know, it's a small pistol, and when you hold it with this finger extension, it just fits really good. The magazine without that finger extension kind of leaves your pinky out there, just kind of, dangling, wanting more. So I prefer the magazine with the finger extension there. A couple other things this pistol did come with was removable back straps. It comes with 3 of them. You can customize the way this feels in your hand. And to look at those, you have to pull this little tool out back here, and they just slide off. And I actually have the medium installed in mine, but here is the large, and here is the small. And just looking at those two, you can see the difference. The large is much more swollen on these sides, and the palm swell, than the small. The small doesn't feel bad. The large is a little big for me, but I prefer the medium. The takedown of this gun, or to field strip it, it's fairly simple. Smith & Wesson says that you rack the slide back and lock it, and you take the tool out, and there's a little tiny lever in here. I think they call it a searing lever that you have to push forward. I don't know if you can see it down there. It's kind of angled. Then you point the takedown lever to the 6 o'clock position, put the slide forward, and then it comes off. But I was actually watching a video online where you don't have to do that. So I'll show you. You can just put the tool back in because we're not going to need it. And the video online said the takedown is similar to the XD, which it is. So you rack the slide back and lock it. Take down the 6 o'clock. I didn't touch that little lever down in there. And much like the XD, you pull the trigger and the slide comes off. So, and that's, Smith & Wesson doesn't say to do that. I'm not endorsing that. I'm just saying that's another way to do it if you don't want to pull the tool out, which is kind of a pain. So let's talk about some of the features of this gun. The scalloped slide serrations. Some people have called them scales. I've heard dragon scales. They look pretty cool. They're very aggressive, and they're very easy to grab. You don't really have to use that much force to pull and lock it back, which I really like a lot. Another thing is the barrel here. The front of the muzzle is beveled or tapered right there, and they say that's to easily holster the weapon. The trigger, it has a trigger safety. See how it goes there forward, and then that's actually the only safety on this gun. I didn't get one with the thumb safety. That's not required in my state. And this gun actually can fire with the magazine not in the gun. It does have an ambidextrous slide stop, or slide release, whatever you say. One on each side there. It does have a reversible magazine release. I have it on this side, which is the left side of the pistol. I can use my right thumb, but you can put it on this side too if you wanted. And actually I think that's kind of weak because my XD has that on both sides, and I just don't know why they didn't do it on both sides. This gun has the dovetail sights, the classic 3-dot, which I like, and they seem fairly easy to see. The rear sight is actually adjustable for windage, left and right. The front is not adjustable. I do like that it's all the way to the rear of the slide here, and the front is almost all the way to the front. So even though this is a very small pistol, it's probably as accurate as it can be for the size that it is. Also, it has a rail up here. You can mount a light or a laser. It's going to have to be pretty small, or else it's going to stick out pretty far. This is the 3.5-inch barrel. Okay, so just some quick specs on the gun. I did say before, it's a 3.5-inch barrel. The mag capacity is 10 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. The trigger pull is 6.5 pounds. It's actually a really good feeling trigger. The frame material is called a Zytel polymer frame, and the slide is stainless steel. I am going to go shoot this at the range tomorrow. I will make a video on that and look at my other videos for the shooting video of the Smith & Wesson Military and Police 40 Compact.
Hello channel friends, this is WCopeland38. Today I'm going to be doing a field strip on a Smith & Wesson MP40 Compact. Okay, here's the gun. Okay, we're going to go through, do our safety check, lock it open, remove the magazine. Magazine's empty. Check inside. Nothing there, and nothing there. So it looks like we're pretty good to go. Okay, I'm going to put the magazine back in. Release. Point in a safe direction. Dry fire. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, now this is your takedown lever. And that's the main thing we have to worry about. And there's one other part that's inside here that I have to rotate, and I'm going to go over that with you. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is we'll lock it back. Okay, remove the magazine. Take that out. Next step is there's a rod in here. I'm going to have to turn on the little light so you can see inside there. There we go. There's a little rod. Sticks right up, and it's right about here. Can't see it there. Okay, see the little rod with the elbow on it? That has to be rotated down. When it's in there, it's up straight against flush, up against the back end of the gun. And they in the instructions, they tell you to take this out and use it. Well, trying to get that thing out is a big pain in the butt. So I either use the end of a pen, or I'm just using a letter opener right now for speed. Okay. Now with that down, now you move the takedown lever. You rotate it all the way down. This one on this gun is extremely stiff. Give me just a second. There. Like I said, the one on this gun is extremely stiff. You got that down? Whoop, pop back up. There. I'm going to hold that with this hand. Release the slide. And off she comes. Okay. That's all set. You have the slide assembly. recoil spring, and the barrel. Okay, good to go there. Now, take out the recoil spring. It almost lifts right out. It's not under a whole lot of tension, just enough. I'm going to slide the barrel assembly up, move it out. There's the top, bottom, and the rest for the recoil spring. Okay, you would go through and do the appropriate cleaning, get whatever done you need to get done, and properly lubricate it. If you want me to go over lubrication areas, I'll do that in another video because I don't want to take too long on these. Okay, reassembly, same thing in reverse. Drop in the barrel, get it seated. Recoil spring goes back in same way it came out. Get it down in. Okay, we're in and we're good to go. Now, putting the gun back together, put the slide on, slide all the way up, and the takedown spring, the takedown lever actually pops itself right back into place. You don't, on this gun, I don't even have to worry about folding back up. It locks itself back in. Gun's reassembled. Put the magazine back in. Of course, it's still empty. Let's check it one more time. Release it. Dry fire in a safe area. And that's pretty much it. The most difficult part on this particular gun is trying to get the takedown lever to actually stay down. And you remember on the inside, it's got that little lever with the elbow in it that has to be moved down in order to get the slide to come all the way off. And that is how you do a field strip on a Smith & Wesson MP40 Compact. Thank you very much. Have a good day and keep your guns clean.